And here we have Ashton Rouska, another of the new wave of American lifters that have come over back to the IPF. He's opening with 325 kilos.
Ashton has squatted 363. He has competed internationally. He's been in many battles, well-traveled, battle-tested. I'm expecting him to hit depth and move on. That's depth for sure.
Easy.
That is strong and authoritative.
He's made a statement there. I think he'll take a big jump now, Ryan. Look at this, Anatolii Novopysmennyi. He is opening with 350 kilos.
And this is surprising. I don't know if Anatolii is flying too close to the sun or if he's really that strong at this point where 350 is a viable opener. His max, 365, only 15 kilos away, is awfully close. We're about to find out.
He doesn't tend to take big jumps, though. He's opened at 340 and 345 before.
And this is trouble. This is big, big, big trouble.
Game on.
Anatolii earlier at Sheffield was injured.
And here comes Ashton Rouska. Look at this. He's taking a 30-kilo jump.
So this is where Ashton's going to cover some ground.
355 on the bar. He goes past Novopysmennyi with this, with Anatolii still to respond.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Maybe Ashton conserving a little more energy than Anatolii. Depth for sure. Whoa.
Depth is incredible.
Ashton is on point today, and there's more where that came from.
363.5 to take his own world record squat.
The returning world champion is meeting his greatest threat and loading the bar with the biggest squat he's ever had on his second attempt. He's certainly answering the call, isn't he?
Anatolii has put 20 kilos on this record over the past couple of years. Oh my word.
Goodness! And that's moving like a second attempt, not like a world record, where you expect a grind, you expect a fight. Monster squat in an opportunity to take the lead should he hit, and Anatolii misses.
And his second looked really strong.
While this is heavier than Ashton's previously done, not by a country mile, just 2.5 kilos, it's reasonable. More than that, in this battle, it's pivotal.
Cannot afford to miss.
Depth. Whoa, and Ashton.
He does not miss.
Strikes back, seizing the world record. The battle of the 105s rages on.
He almost sat on the ground with that one. Anatolii Novopysmennyi coming out now for 370.5. Is it a step too far? Should he have just covered with 366?
363.5 moved well. In bigger picture, he's going to lose ground after bench when it comes to deadlifts. He needs to overextend Ashton on his final pull. These kilos need to add up. We knew coming into this, Ashton had previously hit the bigger total. The kilos got to come from somewhere.
And we know he can grind. And he didn't even need to grind.
Didn't need to. He didn't need to. And
wow.
That's scary.
3 white lights. There is no overturning that. That is the world record and the squat gold.
You know, crazy enough, the conversation might be, did he undershoot? And that's crazy.
Now, you've seen Ashton lift before, Ryan. Does he tend to take big jumps on bench?
Well, he's coming in with a 210 kilo bench PR, and this might be a big opener. I'm intrigued in seeing how this moves for him. If he's going to end up where he historically was, we're looking at 5 kilos, but he might be stronger than ever, judging by his squat and that opener. I mean,
I was just taking a look at his record, and historically he takes quite small jumps.
Anatolii has hit as high as 231 kilos. But if his bench is trending like his squat, he's going to go well beyond that.
And I think it might be.
Yeah, looks like it might. And if you're wondering about his relatively narrow grip, that's a trademark of Anatolii.
210.
Now this is one of the more interesting second attempts. His top end bench press of 210 kilos for a second attempt and a pretty big jump in 10 kilos.
Currently projected 10 kilos behind Anatolii, but as you say, he's the bigger puller.
But Anatolii's going to cover even more ground. Wow.
Slow dramatically towards the top.
But he got it, and you could tell by the expression on his face, he's happy with it.
Now here we go, 225 for Anatolii Novopysmennyi, Ukraine. World record is at 233.5. Could just be a distraction here today though, but let's see how this one moves. Well, what do you think, Ryan? Does he go for it? Does he squeeze every kilo he can out of that? Crucial lift coming up now for Ashton Rouska. 212.5 for a new PR. Now, and to hang on to Anatolii.
If Ashton and Anatolii both hit their last bench and their opening deadlifts, Anatolii will be at a 20 kilo head lead, and that's going to force Ash to outpull Anatolii to mitigate that spread. It could get worse.
Oh, and it's not going.
Oh no, and this is where, unfortunately, it might get worse due to these third attempts. Now, obviously, Anatolii's got to do his part.
It's easy to be wise after the event, but 2.5 was the call there.
It was right before the lockout, so close.
Here's Anatolii. He wants another 5 kilos. He's already got the bench gold. That will not be on his mind at all. Putting up a spirited defense of his world title today.
Yeah, and there's another 5 kilos.
He just keeps on hitting.
6 for 6, and forcing the hand of Ashton. It's going to be a big deadlift at the end of the day for the win.
And here comes the king of the 105s. It's Anatolii Novopysmennyi, Ukraine. 325 for his opener. Well, not super fast. Maybe not looking quite as out there as his squat did. Anatolii is the man in the lead, and here comes the man chasing. It's Ashton Rouska. 332.5, raised his opener ever so slightly. Been looking incredibly strong.
That was fast.
Yeah, I would say that looked easier than Anatoli's. We are already pushing the world record total. 340 on the bar. This will give him 940.5.
Let's see how this moves. If it moves like a second attempt should, into the 350s we go.
It's not terribly convincing. I'm not sure how much more he's got, Ryan. He's taking 360. Now, if he does take that massive deadlift, that 360 deadlift, he doesn't usually step up to this kind of range and then step up again, does he? This is usually where he's ending up. $360 kilos for Ashton. This won't get him ahead of Anatolii, but it will close the gap.
He's hot on Anatoli's heels. Oh, that was much more convincing, wasn't it?
It really was.
7.5 kilos more, it's reasonable.
Yeah, I was a little bit concerned about 10. I think he's got 7.5. And then he'll just have to wait and see.
This is going to be so close. Anatolii Novopysmennyi, multiple-time world champion in multiple weight classes, two-time world's best lifter, legend of the game.
He is rarely challenged like this, but he needs this lift.
It is the biggest challenge of his life, but he's looking to post up the biggest total of his life. Can he apply the pressure to Ashton?
That is a shame to lose it on grip.
Yeah, and
he's in trouble now.
He's in big trouble. Ashton and Team USA are going to drop that deadlift.
Yep. We have the attempt change coming in right now. And there it goes.
5 more kilos. Ashton.
Here he comes.
This will give Ashton 940.5, winning on body weight, and his first world title.
360 was easy for him. Can't see him missing.
Here he comes. For years, we've been waiting for Ashton to appear at the IPF World Championships, and here he is. Ashton Rouska.
And there it is.
Your 105-kilo world champion.
What a performance.
Living up to the hype, answering the questions. Can he meet the standard?
Ashton Rouska is your new 105-kilo world champion on bodyweight ahead of Anatolii Novopysmennyi.
Once again, the invite to Champion 2025 for the World Games, the official invite, please.